Hi yoga friends! I want to show you really quickly something about Trikonasana or triangle pose. So when I am teaching, sometimes I'll see people come into triangle pose with this straight leg position, and before tipping down they'll reach way out to the side and then come down. And I'm not 100% sure where that comes from. I think the theory is that it keeps both sides of your waist long in that position, but it's just as likely that that's one of those bits of yoga dogma that just kind of gets repeated and repeated. And it's how I first learned how to do triangle pose, even the first way I learned how to teach triangle pose. So there's not necessarily anything wrong with it. However, it does put your bottom hip joint at risk by creating a lot of unnecessary pressure on this bottom hip joint. And then it also causes some unnecessary strain in the top side sacroiliac joint. So it's the combination of first reaching to the side, which starts to pull on that joint, and then also trying to rotate back in that position with your legs fixed in space. So my preferred version of Trikonasana is to first set up by putting a little bend in your knee. And then instead of doing that side reach thing, you inhale to lift the chest up. And then when you exhale, it becomes more about the side bend. You kind of bow your top side ribs up towards the sky, so you get a little bit more round in this shape. And then when you inhale, contract that same muscles on the side of the waist to lift you back up again. So the benefit of this version is that it becomes more about the lateral flexion of the spine, so it's more about the side bend and less about the hips and legs. So you get this nice stretch in the sides of the waist. You get to exercise the muscles of the obliques and the QL in the back when you come up and down out of the pose. And you do all that without the risk of straining the hip joints or the sacroiliac. So give that version a try and let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye-bye.